It's all about his birthday and how you celebrate it. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. And in honor of today being Triple H's birthday, I want to discuss some of my personal favorite matches of his career, where I rank him all time, and his legacy in total. Now, before we get into this, I want to sit here and state that Triple H has done a complete 180 reputation-wise when it comes to the internet wrestling community. If you remember 10 years ago, Triple H was a guy who had a reputation of being somebody who buries a lot of people, somebody who flexed a lot of his political muscles, and somebody who liked to hog the spotlight, i.e. somebody like Hulk Hogan. Now, since he's ran NXT Black and Gold, and now since he runs the main creative for the main roster, he is somebody who's kind of become the belle of the ball for the internet wrestling community. And I feel like it's justified because if you watch WWE since he's taken over creative for the main roster, the storylines, the cohesiveness, the match quality, it's been night and day since before he took over, and he definitely deserves a lot of kudos for that. Now, when we talk about Triple H's ranking all time, his ranking all time is really kind of hard for me to do because he's not somebody like Hogan or Austin who's automatically on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling, but he's somebody who easily deserves a spot in the top 10, but the positioning-wise is kind of hard to do. He is somebody who's main evented 3 WrestleManias, but if you remember those WrestleManias that he main evented, he was on the same card as Hogan and The Rock. He was on the same card as Austin and The Undertaker, and then his main event with WrestleMania match with Roman Reigns was also poorly received. So it's a situation where it's like, yeah, he main evented multiple WrestleManias, but were they really the main event? Really? Were they really the main event when you look down on it? And I remember a few years ago, I was watching a shoot interview. I don't remember if it was Dutch Mantel or if it was the Honky Tonk Man, but they kind of perfectly described Triple H's career in a nutshell. And they said Triple H is the guy who works with the guy who generates the money. And if you think about it, that is kind of accurate. His most memorable matches, my personal favorite match of Triple H's career was his street fight with Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam 2002 and his end of an era Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 28. These were matches that, if you really want to be honest, were carried by the other guy coming into it when it comes to the star power. Triple H is also a star, don't get me wrong. I personally prefer his version of DX where he was the leader over the version where Shawn Michaels was the leader. And I feel like a faction that doesn't get enough love that was really badass in his day was Evolution. Yeah, I get it. It was kind of a Horseman type ripoff, but I still dug it because if you think about it, man, having guys like Randy Orton and Batista who were future WWE champions in the group was pretty cool. And having him wrestle Ric Flair after that whole group broke up was kind of cool. It was kind of cool to see him and Ric Flair wrestle, knowing that Ric Flair was Triple H's hero and knowing that Ric Flair was a lot older at that time, but still could kind of go in limited capacities. I enjoyed the matches that they had. Sue me. But like I said, at the end of the day, his legacy is kind of hard to rank. But if I had to sit there and put a number, put a gun to my head, I'd probably say Triple H is somewhere in the let's say 12 to 13 range. I'll give him 12 to 13 range. But what do you think, guys? Comment, subscribe. Tell me below in the comment section, where does Triple H rank all time for you? What is your favorite Triple H match? And what is your favorite match moment of his career? Let me know in the comment section. I'm Kevin Zwicker. I'm out.